feel that this environment is for anybody that wants to try something new, whether it is CrossFit or powerlifting. We offer a safe space for someone who's never been athletically inclined to try something that they've never done before.
We promised to create a safe, fair, compassionate, and prosperous government. And despite a global pandemic that shut down our economy along with the rest of the world, we kept our island going.
You can't give up on hope. Each other's hand we hold. We're on a long, hard road when we're all in this together.
We can make our way. Each and every day, you need to vote and say, let's move it forward.
Oh, we're halfway there, so stand up if you can. Oh, yeah.
Forward and dignity, forward and civility. This is Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, and I approve this message.
As a defense attorney, I've represented many people who, if they weren't poor or they had received a higher education, may have taken a different path. As senator, I will propose a scholarship for those whose struggles are less academic and more financial. Let's keep our university full, not our prison. I'm Thomas Fisher. I not only approve this message, I wrote it.
Paid for by Tom for Guam, Drake Diaz, Treasurer.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining Kandit News in their Daily Crime Report. I'm Johnny Rosario.
And I'm Danielle Baza.
We have breaking news out of the Chief of Police Office. They have arrested 2 persons of interest in the murder. The body they found burnt in Ordot, Chalampago, and the victim, the chief said the victim is Stevie George Alvarez Villanueva. We're just... the 2 people arrested were
Robert Revels and Manny Murciano.
We are actually waiting for the booking photos and the reports out of the court and the booking photos from DOC. They said as soon as they're done,
they'll email it.
They'll email. As soon as they're done processing, they will email it to us so you can find the story. Also, the chief of police stated that since the last live we did on that, they were able, when they put out the pictures of his tattoos, it opened the investigation wide open. So that's how they were able to find out who he was, the victim, and he also wanted the public to know that his officers had to get on a plane and do more investigating in Nevada. What else did the chief say? He believes during the investigation, they believe there was an altercation between the victim and the perpetrator, and it was over. It might have been over a girl. What else did the chief say? I think that
went to Nevada over a woman. They're still investigating.
Yeah, he did. One of the other news people asked who the girl was and if she was arrested, and the chief said he wasn't going to respond to that because the investigation is still open. So look for that. As soon as we get the pictures and the reports, we will post that up on our websites and Facebook. Oh, and that's why we're late. Sorry, guys. Okay, first one up on Superior Court magistrates today. It is Alfred Rubin. Mr. Rubin is being charged with wait, where are we? Here we go. Assault and resisting arrest. On or about August 2nd, officers initiated a traffic stop on Route 1 in Guam. The defendant, Alfred Ace Rubin, exited the passenger door of the vehicle, which was pulled over. The defendant yelled, "You're an effing B. I ain't gonna listen to you," and using his left arm pushed Officer Rika Linda Zama in the chest. The defendant was placed in handcuffs and continued to try to pull away from officers. He is being charged with 1 count of assault and 1 count of resisting arrest. Please don't mind that's an old picture of him. He is a repeat offender. He does have a charge in November of 2021, last year, for assault as well. Assault and disorderly conduct. And that's a long magistrate, so I'm not even going to read that.
Next up, we have Josephina Ruetinag, but we don't have a booking folder for her yet. We got Alfred Rubin's booking photo from his prior arrest. So on or about August 2nd, 2022, at about 8:20 p.m., GPD received information about a disturbance at a dwelling in Talafofo, Guam. Officer Dawson met with the victim, who reported that at about 3 a.m. that morning, during a verbal argument, his ex-girlfriend, Josephina Ruetinag, swung a baby carrier and struck him on the right cheek, causing pain. The victim described that defendant then came back to the dwelling around 8:15 that evening, became angry, and picked up a rock with both hands, brought it up towards her head, and slammed it directly onto his left foot. The victim reports he was struck hard enough to break the rock in half. The victim complained of pain to his foot due to the defendant's actions. Officer Dawson was able to locate 2 pieces of a cement block, both approximately 4x4 in size, which appeared to have been 1 piece previously. Officer Dawson observed a small abrasion to the victim's toe. A witness described that defendant came back to the dwelling and gained entry by climbing through a window. Defendant then slapped the victim and pushed him out of the house. The witness described the defendant then began to hit the victim with a pipe on the back of his head and the right side of his ribs. The witness describes the victim as not fighting back, but taking the pipe and throwing it away from the defendant. Defendant admitted to throwing a rock at the victim. Defendant admitted to hitting the victim with the pipe. GPD officers confiscated a 24-inch gray PVC pipe with a sharp end. Based on the foregoing, there is probable cause to charge Josephina Ruetinag with 1 count of family violence and as a felony and 2 counts of family violence as a misdemeanor.
So again, once these reports come in and they're booking photos, we will post it on Kandit's Facebook page and our website. And once again, there's breaking news. The chief of police just announced that there are 2 arrests in the unsolved murder of Stevie George Alvarez Villanueva. We do have his picture, but I really don't want the victim's picture. I haven't confirmed it, but it they've arrested 2 guys, Robert Revels
And Manny Murciano.
and Manny Murciano. We're still waiting for those booking photos. So thanks to the public from the last press release or press conference from the chief with the tattoos that the pictures of the tattoos, the drawings, and just I guess family and people who out there helped the officers. He also stated some of the officers had to fly to Nevada for a follow-up investigation. So, yeah, it's so sad.
He can rest in peace.
Okay, I think we should, we'll go to break, or no, never mind. Yeah, let's go to break, right? After these, after these messages or commercials, we'll start with the
Sex offender registry.
And
Continuation of Dedido.
wait. Before that, we have to do the
fundraisers.
The fundraisers. There's 2 fundraisers I need to announce here on Kandit. So we'll be right back.
As a defense attorney, I've represented many people who, if they weren't poor or they had received a higher education, may have taken a different path. As senator, I will propose a scholarship for those whose struggles are less academic and more financial. Let's keep our university full, not our prison. I'm Thomas Fisher. I not only approved this message, I wrote it.
Paid for by Tom for Guam. Drake Diaz, Treasurer.
We promised to create a safe, fair, compassionate, and prosperous government. And despite a global pandemic that shut down our economy along with the rest of the world, we kept our island going.
You can't give up on hope. Each other's hand we hold. We're on a long, hard road and we're all in this together. We can make our way each and every day. You need a vote and say, let's move it forward. Oh, we're halfway there to stand up if you can. Oh, yeah.
Forward and dignity. Forward and civility. This is Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, and I approve this message.
Well, thanks for keep staying with us. Ole, can you go to my screen? Can you see that? Good? Yeah. Okay. Please help us find him. Kelvin Canata Sanchez is still missing. His family is still looking for him. He is 40 years old, 5'4", 145 pounds to 150 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, tattoos of a cross on his knuckle and daughter's name on forearm. He's been missing since Saturday. I believe his wife fell asleep for a nap and woke up and he's gone. And he's known to walk around the village or walk around the area that they live. And the last place he was seen was at Summertown. So that's a big housing, really nice housing area, you know. So please be on the lookout for him. In the Dedido area. Okay, you can get off my screen, Oli.
Fundraisers.
Yes, I'm going there. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, next show lineup, right? Yeah. Okay, can we go to Justin Candeletta? Oli. Medical fundraiser for Justin Candeletta. He is my cousin's husband. They need to go off island. They're off island right now. They had to leave on emergency. They didn't want to wait any longer. So the fundraiser is this Friday at Pari's Place from 6 to 10. Tickets are $10. It includes 1 domestic beer, soda, or water. 18 to enter, 21 to drink. So please drink responsibly. If you want tickets, you can either private message me or his mom is Carmelita Netadog, I believe is her last name. You can contact my cousin Car or my cousin Kiana or my auntie Helen to help Justin out. Thank you. And then the next one is a medical fundraiser for Jackie Dela Cruz, and it is for August 13 from 6 to 10. Place is Bell's Bar in Manilao. Tickets are $10. This also includes one soda or water or beer. So please drink responsibly, and that's a medical fundraiser. Thanks, guys. I'm pretty sure there's more. I'm just missing things. Okay. So we are going to get into the
Sex offender registry, continuing with Dedido. We read the first page of Dedido the other day, and yesterday we had technical difficulties, so today we are going to go back to where we left off.
There we go. Hold on. Okay, you can go to my screen. Okay, so we're going to Dedido Village, and we are on the second page of this. So we stopped at Certeza, right? That was our last one. Next one is
Chigina
Ralph Phillip. He is on parole. He's a level 1 sex offender. Born on 1990. He's Chamorro, 5'7", 150 pounds. Black hair, brown eyes. Born on Guam. Last profile update was May 27, 2022. He has two different charges, 2 different conviction dates, one in 2012 and one in 2019. Second degree criminal sexual conduct and fourth degree criminal sexual conduct. His victims are female age 12 and female age 24. He does have tattoos, and on his left forearm, he has in memory of Bernadita Chigina, and then all these number and Roman numerals. I'm not sure what that is. Right forearm, Chigina. He has a B on his left hand. On his neck, right on the right of his neck, he has Ariana, and on the left of his neck, he has a Brilene, and then on his right shoulder, he has happy faces. His last known address is 545 Swamp Road, Dedido. Unemployed, and he does drive a Nissan SL21 black pickup, license plate TL2282. And that is Ralph Chigina.
Next is Marvin Conception. On unsupervised status, level 1 offender, born in 1971. Chamorro, male, 5'3", 145 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born in the NMI, and he last updated in June of 2022. He has his conviction date was in 2004 for sexual abuse of a minor in the second degree. Oh, and this occurred in the Northern Mariana Islands. His victim was a female, age 14, and he's got a full body used when arms, legs, chest, and back are covered with tattoos. Okay. His address is 127 Chalinchechi in Dedido. He is employed at 1026 Cabras Highway in Pidi. He's got a white Nissan pickup, plate number OR10123, and a Toyota Corolla, a red Toyota Corolla, license plate number AN5491. I feel like we did him too.
No, I don't think so. Zachariah Conception. He's on probation. Level 3 sex offender, born in 1993. Chamorro, 5'9", 200 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Born on Guam, last profile updated June 1st, 2022. He was convicted in July of 2020 for degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was female, age 6. His last known address is 315 Mendioca Lane, number 305.
Where's that?
That's my road.
Oh my gosh.
He's currently not employed and no vehicles.
Well,
Number
135, that's a house number?
Yeah, no, that's the apartment number. Okay, next. There we go.
Next is Jerry Dean Crafton Jr., registered status, level 2 sex offender, born in 1962, Caucasian, 5'11", 220 pounds, brown hair, green eyes, born in Missouri, last updated in February of 2022. He's got a charge from conviction date of 1995 for 4th degree criminal sexual conduct as a misdemeanor. His victim was a female, age 35. He's got a tattoo on his left arm that says St. Louis and a tattoo on his right arm that says Missouri. And his address is 222 Kunau Street in Dedido. He is unemployed and he drives a gray Toyota van, a 2006 van, plate number TUM 5184.
I never heard of Kunau Street.
I've never heard of a Crafton. He looks like he's employed though.
It says unemployed.
I know.
Daniel Cannon Cruz, unsupervised, level 2 sex offender, born in 1960, Chamorro, 5'6", 170 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, born on Guam, last profile updated May 3, 2022. He was convicted in March 15, 2005. His victim was female, age 27, no tattoos. He currently resides at 211 North Challen Henry Kaiser Dedido. He does have 2 cars, a white Corolla, Toyota Corolla 2020, license plate N1155, and a white Scion TC, license plate N760. Right, that's like a veteran.
Yeah.
License plate.
Yeah. Jeffrey William Cruz is a level 3 sex offender, unsupervised status, born in 1968, Chamorro, 5'4", 197 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born on Guam, last updated in January of 2022. He's got a conviction date of 2013 for 4th degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was a female, age 12. He's got a tattoo on his left ankle that has an A. On his right calf, he's got another A. His address is 331 Batulu Street in Dedido. I know where that is. And he's employed at 140 Sickett Street, Harmon Industrial Park.
Next.
Jerry.
Here we go. Jerry Anthony Cruz, unsupervised, level 1 sex offender, born in 1967. Chamorro, 5'9", 280 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born on Guam. Last profile updated was May 2nd, 2022. He was convicted in 1997 of 2nd degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was female, age 13. He lives at 127 Hasman Place, Dedido. That's Liguan. I know where that's at. He drives a gray Toyota pickup, gray Nissan pickup, license plate 3867 MLL. Hasman Street's in
Liguan? Where is Liguan?
Where my mom and dad.
Oh, is that like where the mall's at?
Yeah.
Okay, so next is John Leonard Cruz. He's on unsupervised status, level 3 offender, born in 1994, Chamorro, 5'6", 180 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born on Guam, and he last updated in May of 2022. He's got a conviction date of 2013 for fourth-degree criminal sexual conduct as a misdemeanor, and his victim is a female age 15. He's got a tattoo on his left hand of says Cruz, and on his right hand it also says Cruz. Maybe he's a Cruz. He lives at Sangsong Road, Dedido. That's all? They didn't give a house number? Nothing?
No.
He's employed at 495 Batulu Street in Dedido.
And no vehicles. You don't have a vehicle, John Leonard.
Cruz. Just kidding, it's just one Cruz. John Cruz, but Cruz.
Okay. Joseph Terlahi Cruz. Unsupervised. Level 1 sex offender. Born in 1960. Chamorro. 5'5", 245 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Born on Guam. His last profile is updated June 27, 2022. He was convicted in 1991 of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was female, age 15. He has tattoos, a rose and a banner on his left arm, guns and roses with banner on his right arm, and 2 large crosses on his chest. He resides at 764 Swamp Road, Dedido, and he is unemployed.
Wow, that's a common age, 15.
Yeah. I think it's because they're vulnerable at that.
Yeah,
You know?
and they're just starting to bloom. I don't know. Roger Perez Cruz, he's on unsupervised status, level 1 offender. Date of birth 6/2/1994. He's Chamorro, 6 feet, 163 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Born on Guam. Last updated June 17, 2022. He's got a conviction from 2015 of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was a female, age 15. He's got tattoos, a tattoo of Cruz on his back and a tattoo on his chest of a clock, a rose, and a skull. His address is 130B Chalancota in Dedido. He's unemployed and he has no vehicles.
Next. Thomas Garrido Cruz, unsupervised, level 1 sex offender, born in 1961, Chamorro, 5'11", 220 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Born in Guam, last profile updated June 16, 2022. He was convicted in 2005 of second-degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was female, age 15.
Again.
He does have tattoos, one of a lightning bolt on a sunset on his left arm, on a cross on his left forearm, Cruz on his left hand, and Lynn on his left leg. He currently resides at 182 La Manchina Street, Dedido. Currently unemployed and has no vehicle.
That we know of. I wonder if they check DMV, like if they got vehicles under their name. Vince Louis Huckag Cruz, unsupervised status, level 3 offender, born in 1975. Chamorro, 5'5", 190 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born on Guam, last updated in March of 2022. A conviction date in 2000 for third-degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was female, age 14. He's got a woman's face and a cross on his left upper arm, a nude woman with horns on his right upper arm, a mermaid on his left calf, flames and tribal on his left forearm, flames and tribal on his right forearm, and a BG on his left hand. His address is 473 Chalan Ibang in Dedido. He's employed at A1 Sickett Street in Tumuning and no vehicles. After him, yeah.
Peter John Domingo, unsupervised, level 3 sex offender, born in 1995, Chamorro, 5'9", 220 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born on Guam. Last profile updated was January 12, 2022. He was convicted in 2019 of fourth-degree criminal sexual conduct. Victim was female, age 17. He resides at 190 Hahasu Drive. He also has a mailing address in Swamp Road, 367C Swamp Road. He works in Tumon at 194 Old Salvatoris Road. No vehicles.
Well, Abel Alec Echepari, unsupervised status, level 1 offender, born in 1959, Filipino, 5'6", 150 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born in the Philippines, and last updated on July 6th of 2022. He's got a conviction date in 2010 of second-degree criminal sexual conduct, and his victim was a female, age 15. He has no tattoos, and he resides at 278 Mabini Street in Dedido. He is employed at 321 K Senora Harmon Loop, Dedido.
And the last one for the day is Irvin Enriquez. He is on parole, level 1 sex offender, born in 1980, Filipino, 5'7", 280 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, born on Guam, last profile updated June 3rd, 2022. He was convicted in 2012, first-degree criminal sexual conduct and second-degree criminal sexual conduct. His victim was female, age 9. He has tattoos, a dragon on his left arm, a spawn emblem on his right arm, and an angel holding a girl on his back. He currently resides at 200 West Correnoso Street, Dedido. He is not employed and does not have any vehicles. Thank you guys again for joining us in this edition of Kandit's Daily Crime Report. I'm Johnny Rosario.
And I'm Danielle Baza.
Have a good day.
The Jones Act is a 1920 law justified on national security grounds as a means to bolster the U.S. maritime industry. It restricts domestic shipping to vessels that are U.S. built, U.S. owned, U.S. flagged, and U.S. crewed. However, this law boosts cost by banning foreigners from competing and forcing Americans to purchase ships that are up to 8 times more expensive than those built in other countries. The result is higher transportation costs. Shipping oil from Texas to the Northeast, for example, costs 3 times more than importing oil from Africa. Ultimately, consumers foot the bill. In addition, higher shipping costs push freight from ships onto other sources of transportation, such as trucks, which means more traffic and pollution. Meanwhile, this blatant protectionism has failed to benefit builders of ships in the U.S., whose production is less than 1% of those in China and South Korea. Domestic builders have seen over 300 shipyards close since the early 1980s. Jones Act defenders claim the law ensures adequate U.S. ships during times of war, but during U.S. deployments during Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm, foreign flagged commercial ships carried twice as much equipment as their U.S. counterparts. In fact, the U.S. was so desperate for shipping that it twice requested the use of a cargo ship from Moscow. Both requests were denied. So the Jones Act has failed to achieve its shipbuilding and national security goals while driving up costs for consumers. It's time for this outdated, costly, and ineffective law to be repealed. It's time to end the Jones Act.